Hey, good morning. Welcome back to Shatsuvara. Here we are. It is 6 a.m. and I am just at the front of Wilson's Botanic Gardens. I'm gonna grab a couple of things and we're going to do a time lapse this morning. We had the magpies here. Wilson's Botanic Garden is a botanic garden on the southeast. It's like not too big, it's quite small, but they have like lots of bird life and they have lots of botanic life. I guess that's why they call it Botanic Garden. And I'm here to jump onto a particular spot that is like this kind of overlook. They have around Victoria, there are these like, what do they call these little monolith stops, and they basically point to different places all around the world with different heights and distances, different mountains, different locations. So I'm not sure what they're called, but they're like these little monoliths. So I'm gonna do a time lapse overlooking this monolith and the park. And yeah, the park is beautiful. It used to be an old quarry. I might show you a bit later in the morning on the way back, but right now, it's, as you can see, it's all quite dark, so you can't see much here. So let's see, we're gonna make our way to the monolith and set up the D850 to do the time lapse. And yeah, it's about 15 minutes drive from my place. It's quite clear tonight. It's chilly. It's about 2 degrees, but I think we will still get some cloud movement and cover as the sun rises, so that we might get a nice time lapse. But we'll see. All right, let's go. So here we are at the little monolith thing. So I'll just show you what it is. You can see here that you've got this kind of like this base, this metal, and on each spot here it's got like a direction and it's got like the distance. It doesn't have the height though. No, I got that wrong. There is no height, but you can see this one says Port Phillip Heads is 69 kilometers. We have where is it? Frankston is another town in Melbourne. We also have let's see, is there mountains here? There should be mountains. Western Ports, I know that there is another. There are Strelitsky Ranges, so there are some indicators. So I'm just looking around as to how to set this up. Got like a kind of view out into this kind of suburban area that has a lot of this treescape and a little valley, some stars. I think I'm gonna go in that direction over there. Okay, I'm gonna get set up and get this thing going, and then we'll have a chat about the setup today and how I'm gonna set up the time lapse and the settings on the camera for the Z8 because I don't have the Z7 with me at the moment. All right, let's go. Let's get started. Okay, guys. Hey, so I've got the Nikon Z8 set up with the 14 to 24 millimeter 2.8. The reason I decided to go with the 14 to 24 is I wanted to maybe see if I could get it looking, maybe I could play around with 14, 15, 16. I do have a 14 millimeter f-mount lens, but I don't know why I don't necessarily use it. I could use it. I could have used it for this, but I would have needed the adapter. But I didn't really need to drop down to f1.8, right? So because it was time lapse, I kind of dropped it down to f4. That would have been my ideal, kind of like a ideal f-stop for this situation. But at f4 I would have had to go up to like 20-second interval shots, and that would have taken me beyond like the time that I had allocated. So I had to drop down all the way to 2.8 and had a bit of an issue because I was using the phone that you might have seen some of my other videos to to adjust the settings of the camera as the sun rises, so it doesn't get blown out. And what happened was the phone decided to just restart like a few shots in, just turn off. And you know, you kind of like, I kind of went, why is this happening? Just putting my gloves on back on because it's a bit cold. You know, why did this happen? It took me a while to get restarted and get set up again, but it's clicking away now in the background on silent mode, and I think it should be good. So basically, we've got the Z8 interval shoot mode. We've got it running currently at, I think it's 4-second intervals, and it is 5-second intervals with 5 seconds between shots. So it pretty much takes a shot every 5 seconds for 4 seconds. We're here at the park. There'll probably be a few people walking past. We won't try to disturb them. Hey, good morning. So the time lapse is going to take probably about, how long? It's going to take about, what's the time now? It's going to take half an hour, so it's not too long at all. I don't know if I'll get too much. I would have liked to have kept it going for a little bit longer, but time limits, just time constraints on Sunday mornings, unfortunately. So after this is done, I'm going to pack up and head back to the studio. I'm also going to try and get like a drone shot if the sun comes up. I think the sun comes up about around the 7 o'clock mark. So if we do get some nice sunshine, then sun shining through, then I'll get the drone out. Actually, probably won't have time for that. So I usually bring the drone and then I never use it. Okay guys, so just gonna sit back and relax for a little while. Fortunately, the coffee shop here doesn't open until 7, which is when I have to go. So yeah, but we'll keep this going and then I'll see you back in the studio. All right. Okay guys, hey, so here I am. I've got the time lapse here back in the studio. It's been a few days to kind of like get this done. It's not much time really to do it, but I think, you know, I'm not too happy with the time lapse. You know, I think the time wasn't enough. I think the position wasn't the best either. I would have liked to have captured some stars. I'm gonna try maybe again. This time I'll go probably a little or a lot earlier. Maybe, yeah, I don't know if the Botanic Gardens is the best place, just simply because of all of the light pollution nearby. I know, I want to get some stars. So that's what, you know, I'm thinking maybe the next time lapse, I might go a little bit further out. I know there's an observatory not too far. I might go see if there are any kind of like scenic spots that are a little bit further away from all the light pollution and probably air pollution here, because it got kind of like smoggy and as the fog rolled in. But you know, it is what it is. I'm happy with the fact that I actually got up and did it. I actually felt pretty good after everything. So I mean, with this one, yeah. Yeah, what can I say? It's not the best. It's a good experiment. It's a good experience. It's a learning experience, as all these things are. Get better and better every time. So, you know, at some point I'll do another like really long moving position time lapse on the Z8, like I did with the D850 a couple of years now. So, you know, with the actual, I think, what is it called again? These kind of like glider things that move over time. I've still got that, and I've used it a couple of times, but not to great, not as much as I would like to, and not to the greatest effect. So, I mean, ideally, if I could do a time lapse a day, that would be the experience I need. But look, it is just kind of like prep, and we do it for just promoting the area and promoting different things. So, but it is what it is. Enjoy this time lapse, and I'll get back to it and do another one soon. Maybe this weekend. Gotcha.